And it is the top of the hour, folks, and it is time to get busy with it with another overview for Co-op 20. Marina, you know, you've been knocking it out of the park. Tell people what you've been doing and why it's working so well for you.
Well, I must say, I have not gotten much sleep in the last week or so because Co-op 20 has been the best business opportunity I've ever seen. It is the easiest opportunity to share and to get your 3 members in like one time by paying it forward for 3 members, and they do the same thing. So I didn't start off like that, believe me. I learned, and thanks to your guidance as well, and paying it forward and, showing us how important it is to do that and how much your return on investment is actually going to be. So it just makes sense. And everyone, gets into business because they're wanting to firstly get financially stable for themselves, financial freedom, but their heart is to help other people. So I've also got a heart to help others, and that's probably why I've, found myself in the situation where I'm helping everyone lock their positions in. For going a few months forward, where I know that we are going to make so much money in Co-op 20, and we will be able to do all the things that we've wanted to do. I know that I will finally be able to build that wall in Uganda, give the orphanage a school. That's going to be my first project because they've been so dear to my heart for the last 4 years. And I just want to give back. And there are so many people that's got a heart like that want to just help others. I follow a guy in South Africa. He's called Pakati. You never see his face, but he goes around the streets and he just gives money, like thousands of rand, and groceries to people and pay for them to book into a shelter for a week, or helps them get a job and stuff. So he's just brilliant, and I just love it. Paying it forward, it just makes you feel so good. So I always say, it will come to me. Giving is the most selfish thing you can do because it makes you feel so good. So we do it because it makes us feel good. So I say it's a selfish thing, but it really, really does make you feel good. And my team members have caught on to the idea of paying it forward. I'm getting emailed, I'm getting messages on my group on Facebook where I've said, we would love to have you in this. If you are happy to work it, but you just can't find your 3 people, I've got people that's prepared to pay for you to be in this business. Please send me your details. I've just checked and I've got about 5 people that's already put it in, and I posted it like half an hour ago. And then also in my group as well, there's at least 8 people that messaged me to say, I'll pay it forward. It's like, thank you so much. It's already assigned, but there are going to be more. So thank you to all of you that are paying it forward and, willing to help someone in need that just can't afford it, but they're prepared to put in the groundwork that goes with it. So yeah, I can't even, single people out because everyone is doing, I hate calling out people's names because then I will, maybe hurt someone's feelings. Excuse me. So there is a team, there's a few teams actually that is doing fantastically, a few individuals that is just doing amazingly. We've got a team in Illinois, in the UK, in Caribbean, in the Philippines, in South Africa, in Zambia, in Canada. Everyone is working this business. My little group has grown so big, and people are saying, oh my, and they're starting to wake up. They need to wake up. They need to start, getting the message out. And also the video that Greg did, I'm using that. I sat today with 3 people showing them the video. I made them write down the numbers that they're wanting to earn. I told them to write, well, they did as the video said, as Greg instructed, write down the people's names that you think would like to earn this kind of money. And by the time they were done here, they were so excited. They registered, they got paid in, they're locked in, I should say. and they are getting busy with it. So I just want to say thank you, guys. You all have been so amazing. It's been an absolute pleasure to serve you. And I'm just so happy to be in this business with all of you, because I know, just in a few months' time, if you have got your 3, David got onto a call with us yesterday, and, he said something, it was like, what? So he said, if you all get your 3 who's got their 3, by December, you will all have a very, very good Christmas, because you'll be earning $9,000 a month. That continues. So I was like, what? Awesome. I cannot wait. There's been other businesses where they say this year, and we all say this Christmas is going to be awesome. I know that this is going to be the first Christmas that's going to be awesome, because we are going to be earning, we're going to be seeing the money in our dashboard very soon, and in our wallet very soon. I'm hoping Dave has got some nice updates for us today. And just thank you. All I can say is thank you to the team, thank you to you and your development team as well, the techies that's working on this to make it happen for all of us.
Yeah, well, thank you, Marina. And once again, folks, you can hear that passion, you can hear the heart that's coming from Marina right now. And, and that's what it's all about. All of the businesses that I've ever put together, they've all been about giving, sharing, turning your giving into receiving. And, this by far is the fastest business model that I've ever put together. And it's really like, we haven't even completed the dashboard yet. And I will tell you that my guys are telling me that the dashboard will be ready before the end of this week, which is awesome. So you'll see your dashboard, you'll see what's going on with your team, you'll see the growth that you've already created. We're going to have a temporary website that's going to be up also by the end of this week. And that way you'll be able to send people directly to Co-op 20 instead of sending them to Co-op B and then having to register from there. So that'll be up this week. Folks, there'll be a little short video. I'm hoping to have that before the end of this week as well. But, I put together a lot of businesses, and in one of the businesses that I created in 2018, we had 85,000 people in the first 3 months, and it ended up close to about 130, 140,000 people. And there's a component to that business that I set up in 2018 that is also in Co-op 20. And I've been talking to a few of the guys that were, and girls, of course, that were in that business. And I'm explaining the re-entry to them, because the last one that I created in 2018 also had a re-entry. But I'm explaining this re-entry to them, and how even though you re-enter, that you still collect on that, on that filled cooperative. And even if you fill another one and another one and another one, you keep collecting on those filled cooperatives, even though they're already filled. They're actually freaking out. It's like saying to someone, it's like they're seeing an alien, right? If you saw an alien, like your jaw would drop open and your mouth would be agape, and you'd be staring at that alien, not really knowing what to say. And that's the same thing that's happening when I show the guys how this re-entry follow me works, and it's blowing people's minds. And yeah, it's leaving them dumbfounded. So if I can't wait to get the Co-op 20 site up so that people can actually go there and register, even though we're not officially launching until October 15th. I can't wait to get that site up there, because right now people they're going nuts. They are absolutely going nuts. And Marina's actually being quite conservative when she talks about what's happening and some of the people that she's, some of her teammates and stuff like that. She is getting teams in 2 and 3 and 4 different countries every day. She's opening up like 2 and 3 and 4 different teams in those countries. And it's the same with myself. I just got my Latin team back with us. That was a huge team. It represented over 60,000 people. My Indian team is getting back with us. Marina is getting our Philippine team back in with us. The African teams, there's several countries in Africa, 54 countries in Africa. We want to represent all 54 countries in Africa. There's over 200 countries in the entire world. Right now, we represent over 170 of those countries. We want all 200 countries represented. And folks, I can tell you, we are on our way to having over 1 million members, possibly, quite possibly, by the end of September. And as you see, that means in the next 33, 34 days, we're looking at having 1 million members in Co-op 20. And when we launch that dashboard and you see how everything is happening, you know, I had an image that was up there just before Marina started playing some music, which was an excellent song choice, by the way. Before Marina started playing some music, it said, what did it say? Let me, because I want to make sure. It said, earn money every day. Get paid every day. Co-op 20 is changing lives. Think about that, folks. Like, just think about, because we all need, including me, like, I mean, we all want or need more money right now because we've got bills at the end of the month. We have kids going back to school next week. We have debts to pay. We have our phone bills to pay. We have things that we want to help, people that we want to help. We need money. When was the last time that you heard about a business says, you know, earn money every day, right? Earn money every day. Get paid every day. Earn money, get paid every day. That's what we got happening here at Co-op 20. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to do an abbreviated. Presentation. I want to get to the meat and the heart, the meat and potatoes of what the system is all about. So let me share my screen. I almost feel like singing. And by the way, you guys don't want to hear me sing. So Co-op changes lives. I'm going to skip through. Well, this one I'm going to talk about this screen, because what it says on that screen is actually quite important. It says no recruiting to receive a sustainable income. So once you register and become a Co-op 20 subscription member, you can actually receive royalties before you've had a chance to do anything. You don't have to do any recruiting. And as a matter of fact, you can receive up to $1,854 without recruiting anybody, just by becoming a member and setting up your subscription and agreeing to become an affiliate. You can actually receive for doing nothing. And there will be a lot of people that this is going to happen for. However, if you want to really, you know, build up your income, you can receive unlimited earnings with just 3 who have 3. So you don't imagine in this whole business, and we've been in business now for 22 years, never missed a payday in 22 years. And the original business that I created 22 years ago is still in business today. So this business that you're looking at right now will be in business 22 years from now, will be in business 44 years from now, will be in business 100 years from now, because this is a legacy business. It is built to last. It has strong foundation. It has strong roots, just like Amway has strong foundation and strong roots. We do too. So the longevity, the things that we're doing right now are going to pay you for the rest of your life. The things that we are doing right now are going to pay your family, your next of kin, probably for the next of their lives, to set them up so that they can enjoy life, right? Like most of us right now, we are so busy working. You know, people, I bump into people every day. I talk to strangers every day too, right? And I bump into strangers and I say, hey, listen, how you doing? You know, you're a pretty woman, or you're a nice looking guy, or boy, oh boy, that's a pretty color that you got on yourself. And we start chatting. And, you know, it always gets around to, what do you do? And I tell people I make money for people every day. They say, wow, I'd like to be able to do that. And I say, what do you do? Well, I got a 9-to-5 job. And then I say, well, would you like to make real money? And they say, well, I can't, because I got a 9-to-5 job. And all I can say to them, and they kind of look at me strange, right? I say, well, you see, you can't make any money because you're too busy working, right? And it's true. If you're too busy working, you got two jobs, how can you actually take care of yourself? So the reason why I'm saying that, because three who have three, right? With this pay it forward, it is highly likely that you're going to get your three or more today, and they're going to get their three or more tomorrow. You're done. You're done. When you have three who have three, there's nothing more for you to do except collect your money, spend your money, and live your life. Like, does it really get any better than that? And the thing is that with this system that we set up, you know, you get money today, you get money tomorrow, you get money the next day, and the money that you make, it keeps increasing and increasing and increasing and increasing. You see, in Co-op 20, I got to get to this. I got to move forward. You know, launches on oh, this is actually pretty important. The cooperative income system. You see, we're not MLM, folks. We're not MLM. You see, MLM began in 1868. 1868 with the J.R. Watkins Company. That company is still in business today, but they still, 155 years later, don't have people earning millions of dollars a month, except the owners. Well, they're dead, so their kids are getting it. But there's a lot of network marketing, all the network marketing companies that are out there. You know, if they are lucky, they have 1% that's actually, you know, earning a living, meaning that they're making enough money to pay their monthly bills. See, that's not the way to build your business. You got to build a business that everybody can do. You got to make the tasks to earning a livable income easy enough that everybody can reach it. You've got to give people reachable goals. You see, network marketing, focus on the word marketing. Multi-level marketing, focus on the word marketing. You see, for 155 years, they were telling you that you could earn an income, but what they really want to do is teach you how to market so that they can make money. You see, they end up paying out 5 or 6 or 7%. You see, in the cooperative income systems, in Co-op 20, we pay out 100%. 100% is paid back out. You see, that's what the cooperative income systems are. Cooperative because we work together. Income because that's what we need. And system because if you don't have a good system, you're going to fail. Look at all of the businesses that are starting up right now. Like, this is silly season in the home-based business arena. Everybody's dusting off that website that they had last year and coming back at you and say it's going to be different this year. But it's just fresh lipstick on the same pig. This, what we've got here, is brand new. This, what we've got here, you see, since I was 17 years old, 14, 15, 16, 17 years old, I was dreaming of having businesses. And I've had businesses since that period of time. And my philosophy is this, is if I can get everybody to willingly want to give me 1 cent, I'm going to be a very wealthy person. Not $100, not $1,000, 1 cent. I'm going to be a very wealthy person. And to get people to willingly want to give me 1 cent, I have to build a business that people want to use and share. Because if you build a business that people want to use and share, you know what they're going to do? They're going to use it and they're going to share it. The cooperative income system was built for you. The cooperative income system was built for all of the people out there, and there are billions of them, all of the people out there that tried some other form of home-based business and it didn't work, and they lost their friends. You see, the cooperative income system is an opportunity for you to reach out, embrace your friends, and as Marina said, pay it forward to your friends to show them that you mean them to do good using the cooperative income system, right? And check this out, right? Check this out. We pay it forward. We talked about that. We got that's actually pretty important. We got the proprietary co-op wallet. You see all these businesses that are out there? They're trying to figure out, well, how are we going to get people to pay? right? So they set up a Visa or a merchant account or a MasterCard account or a Wise account or a PayPal account, and it gets shut down because they don't know what they're doing. See, we don't have that problem. We won't get shut down. It's mine. Co-op wallet is mine. It's yours. We get to use it. We already know how we're paying people out. You see, we've taken in millions and millions and millions of individual payments. And we've paid out millions and millions and millions of dollars using Co-op wallet without missing a beat, without a hitch. See, no other company can do that. And we do it every single day. So we got our own wallet. We got our own bank. And by the way, let me tell you about this bank that you get to use. You see, in an offline bank, those banks, they take your money. You give them $1,000. The government says they can multiply that $1,000 10 times. So when you give the bank $1,000, they now can invest $10,000. Invest your money 10 times. One mistake, they've lost your money. It happens every day. Banks go the way of the dinosaur. You see, in Co-op wallet, your money's there, all of it. I won't risk your money to try and earn an extra 1%. I don't need that extra 1%. I need to have security that all your money is there when you want it. You see, we don't reinvest your money. That's why you can take out your money every day, because it's always sitting there for you, waiting for when you need it, when you want it. And it's secure because we don't reinvest it. It's always there. So Co-op wallet, man, it's great. 100%, 100% gets paid back out to you. 2 membership types. Think about it. We just talked about, like, there's companies out there that have over 30 different qualification levels. And some of these qualification levels require you to have multiple millions of dollars in volume to get that extra 1%. There's a company out there saying that you got to have 500 members to participate in a 1% bonus. Why? We pay out 100%. Get your money. We got two different activation qualification. You pay your $20, you become an active member, you become an affiliate. Boom, you get to receive money. You invite 3 who invite 3, boom. You're now at the highest level. You're now at the highest receiving level. So a lamppost with a sign attached to it that says, if you need more money than you have right now, go to this website, can actually get qualified in a day. So can you. And when you're qualified, and you'll receive money, the maximum amount, every second of every day for the rest of your life. Folks, that's the cooperative income systems. That's Co-op 20. That is a system that is built for you. That is a system that you can share with your friends. And how much are you risking? $20. So here's what you're risking, all right? You're risking $20. And the reason why I say that you're risking $20, because here's the only risk that you have. If you decide to join Co-op 20 and you spend $20 to get your Co-op 20 membership subscription, if you don't participate as an affiliate and you don't get spillover, what's the worst that can happen? You're out $20. Now then, let's turn that around, right? Because everything is all about perspective. What's the most that can happen with that $20? You do what Marina is doing. You do what Vivien is doing. You do what I'm doing. You do what so many others are doing, and you change your life, right? I wish I had a $20 bill in my pocket. Actually, let me see what I got in my pocket here. I think I got a 50. So the reason why I'm going to pull out this 50, see, yeah, I don't have a 20. See, this is a Canadian $50 bill. You see that $50 bill? This right here, this $50 bill. You know, this changes my life. You know what changes my life? Because this $50 bill, this one $50 bill right here, allows me to pay it forward for 2.5 people. So if I add another $50 there, see, now I got $100. You know what I can do with $100? I can pay it forward. Look at that. These 2 bills, I can pay it forward for 5 people. 5 people I can pay it forward to. Do you know what that does? That gives 5 people the opportunity to start building a better life for themselves. That gives 5 people the opportunity to make sure that their monthly bills are paid every month, that they get out of debt. Maybe they're homeless. And, you know, we take one of these and we help a homeless person. And we print off some flyers for that homeless person. And when that homeless person is asking for, you know, some spare change, they actually give the person passing by a flyer. That's helping the person passing by maybe earn more money. And it's also helping the homeless person get off the streets, right? You see this? You see, it's not a lot of money, but it gets this little amount of money can do so much good. It's $20. So $20 can change a person's life. You paying it paying it forward for $20 can pay a person's life. I want to share something else with you right now. Because this pay it forward, it blows my mind. Let me share with you why it blows my mind. All right. So I pay it forward for Marina. Marina now did not have to take $20 out of her pocket. I paid it forward for her. And I say to Marina, you know, we're in a great business here. We want to help our friends. Please pay it forward to 3 or more people. Marina says, yes, I'm going to pay it forward to 3 people. So she takes $60 out of her pocket. She takes $60 out of her pocket and she buys 3 Co-op 20 tokens. 3 of them for $60, right? When she pays it forward, she gets $24 back. That means it doesn't cost her $60. It means it cost her $36. But in reality, it doesn't cost her $36 because I paid her $20 to get started. So to pay it forward for 3 friends cost you $16. $16 to pay it forward to 3 friends because I paid your $20 to get started. When you sell those 3 tokens, you automatically get $24 into your co-op bank. $16. You get to change the life of your 3 closest friends. You get to change the life of your brother. You get to change the life of your sister. You get to change the life of your best friend. You get to change the life of your pastor. So pay it forward and let's get busy with it. 3 ways in which you get paid, right? So when I pay it forward to Marina, when I take that $20 and I pay it forward for Marina, I get $5 directly back to me from the 25% personal royalty. But it doesn't stop there, right? Because if she's the first person that I invite, she lands on my first level. I get another 15% back. And now I got $8 of my $20 back. And in month 2, I'm probably going to get some bonuses. And now I might end up getting 50% back. Folks, that money that you get when you pay it forward for Marina that one time, you see, you're going to get that $10 13 times a year. Imagine paying it forward to 100 people. and getting that $10 13 times a year, $130, because you gave somebody the gift of $20, and you're going to get $130 from that person back every year. And that doesn't even include what Marina's going to build. Let's just keep going. Here's how it works. You see, when you invite 3 people, you get $24. Now watch this, folks, right? What I'm going to show you right now is going to show you how you can get to $9,000 in 9 days. $9,000 in 9 days, right? We just said if you pay it forward to 3 friends, it's costing you $16. So pay it forward to 3 friends, because it's only costing you $16, and it's giving you an opportunity to create and build and generate a predictable, ongoing passive income to last you a lifetime. So when I pay it forward on day 1 to my 3 friends, well, guess what? I got $24 and I passed 2 milestones. My business is now free and I am in profit. When my 3 friends pay it forward to 3 friends, now I'm at $33, and my 3 friends, well, guess what? They're in profit already. And in day 3, they pay it forward. In day 4, they pay it forward. Day 5, they pay it forward. Day 6, remember, you only worked on day 1. You only worked on day 1. Now on day 6, you've received $2,238. This now completes your cooperative. It is a 3x6. There's 1,092 people. It's done. It's finished. Now what? Now the most amazing thing happens. The most amazing thing happens. Something that has never, ever, ever, ever happened in the home-based business world. We got a 3x6. You get re-entered. You start a brand new 3x6. So on day 7, you keep receiving more money. You're now at $3,158. And guess what? You see those 3 people there? Boy, oh boy. It's the same 3 people. It's not a new 3 people. It's the same 3 people helping you to earn money all over again. And their friends follow. Now, on day 8, you're at $5,100. On day 9, you're at $9,000. In 9 days, you're at $9,000. Here's what I can tell you, folks, is that in less than 2 weeks, you've reached several milestones, including having your monthly bills covered, including reducing your debt. And you're on your way to living your life the way you choose. Now, guess what else? Your income doesn't stop on day 9. No, I just stopped calculating on day 9 because I don't want you getting a little crazy and not being able to sleep. So I stopped showing you how much money you earn on day 9. But guess what? Your team is still building and re-entering. On day 10, you get more money. On day 11, you get more money. On day 12, you get more money. And guess what? You've now completed another cooperative. Check this out. I'm not going to talk about that right now. Check this out, right? So you see each one of these cooperatives. As a matter of fact, that's a 3x10 cooperative in there. That's the wrong picture. But you see this cooperative in here? Each one of these represent a 3x6. So let's say that just once a month, your matrix fills, your cooperative fills once a month. That means at the end of the year, you're going to have 13 of these. You're going to have 13 matrices that are continuing to produce an income for you from all 13 of them. They will all continue to produce an income. They will all of those. They're all going to give you royalties every 28 days. Those, you're receiving royalties just from what you're looking at there 6 times. times 13 from that person that you've invited. So it's not just $130. It's many times more than that. That's why we say that this is an unlimited income. Not only is an unlimited income, there is no saturation point. There's no saturation point. This boggles my mind. And when I talk to my friends who were in my other recycler, they're like, you did what? Yeah, I did. Yes, I did. All right. So, folks, listen. This is it. This is it. I'm going to let you in on another secret. This is a feeder into something bigger. So without you even knowing about it, we're already starting to create another income for you. You're going to have so many income streams coming in because you decided to participate in Co-op 20. It's going to blow your mind. So what you need to do right now, you need to lock in. You need to lock in your position. I'm going to show the website and show you how you lock in your position. But first I better figure out which screen I need to share for you. Because this is just like, for me, I don't know. Listen, guys, for me, this is just mind boggling. Like you know, I sometimes I hit my head against the wall and I say, how did I do this? How did I come up with something that makes it easy to help people to go from where they are today to where they want to be tomorrow in such simple steps and with such clarity? It just boggles my mind. But folks, people are seeing it. People are using it. You're seeing it. You're using it. I'm just going to share my screen now so that you can see how you lock in and why you want to lock in, because it's really important that you lock in right now. So let me go over here. Let me go over here. There we go. Where's my screen? Where do we go? See, it's real important for you to lock in right now because you have advantages in locking in right now. So here's how you lock in, right? You go over here, you click on Co-op 20, you put the registration key of the person that you've invited. I don't even know if this is even a registration key, but let me just put it in there. You go lock in a teammate. Looks like you're choosing to lock in. I'm on the demonstration site, so it doesn't matter. But that's how easy it is to pay it forward to a friend. Boom, 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 just like that. It took 1/10 of a second. And I just paid it forward to a friend. That's how you lock in. And look at this here. Actually, not that. This is pretty cool. Like that, you see that number there? That's from a few months, right? If you want an income like that's US dollars. That says $10,821,000. $10,821,000. You see, this is based on the real system, based on real math, based on whatever's going on right here. It's not fake. It's not phony. It's not jacked up. It's the real deal. Now, let me go over here. Right now, this is the 3x10 cooperative, but you're going to have a 3x6, right? So when you have a 3x6 cooperative, and there's only, like I say, 1,029 people. When you invite somebody and they come in right here, guess what? When they come in, this person's getting paid, this person's getting paid, this person, this person, this person. They're all getting paid. And some people are receiving more than one royalty. You see, that's what a cooperative does. That's what the cooperative income system does, is it allows us to use micro amounts of money to help massive amounts of people. Micro amounts of money to help massive amounts of people. Every single time that you pay your $20, you're helping 6 other people. Every single time that you renew your $20, you're helping 6 other businesses. You're helping 6 other people just like you. You're helping 6 other people get closer to having their monthly expenses covered. You're helping 6 other people get closer to being out of debt. You're helping 6 other causes. Maybe you've invited your church. Maybe you've invited a research and development company. Maybe you invited your community center. You see, maybe you're doing like what Marina's doing and helping the people in Uganda. right? But every single time, something happens. Whether you do it, I do it, Marina does it, or somebody else does it, every single time it happens, we're helping 6 other people. Wow. And it keeps recycling over and over again. You know, so once again, this is how you pay it forward. You click on that. And by the way, if it says down here, lock in your position, it means if there's another line here, it means you got to pay for your position. So make sure you pay for your position before you start locking in teammates. Oh yeah, so here's what I wanted to tell you, right? Wow. Woo. The reason why I'm saying wow is because earlier when I did this last week, I was doing it from a 3x10 perspective, right? But we're actually doing it from a 3x6 perspective, not a 3x10 perspective. We're doing it by a 3x6 perspective. So it's going to happen way faster. You see, in my cooperative, I got 11,000 people, but in the overall cooperative, in all of co-op, in the co-op ecosystem, we got over 200,000 people. All of those 200,000 people have an opportunity to push that button and lock in. We already know that not 200,000 people are going to push that button and lock in because we haven't told everybody yet. We've sent out emails, but not everyone's getting them. We've sent out emails, but not everybody's reading them. We've sent out emails, but people are thinking that this is just the same as something that they've already seen before. They think we've done that. We've seen that. We've been there. We got the t-shirt. You don't, right? This is something different. So you right now, you have an opportunity to lock in. And when you lock in, and when we compress this week, we are compressing the entire 200,000 people database into a small active cooperative of the people that decided to lock in early. So let's hypothetically say that you, and some of you are on this call right now. There are people on this call right now that registered today. That means that they are number 200,011 or something like that. But if they lock in today, and when we do the compression, there's only 1,000 people or 2,000 people in the system, they go from 200,000 to 2,000. So folks, let me ask you something. If you're running a marathon, would you rather run a marathon where it's 100 meters, or would you rather run a marathon that's 26 miles? Right? Because by locking in, you're shortening that marathon. You become part of the pack right now. You will never get this opportunity again in your entire life because there's only one time when a business launches, right? One time when a business launches. You're on this webinar right now. Call your friends. And by the way, all of you that have already taken that smart step, click on the button over here where it says your GBO team. And this button here, you see it says that I got how many people here? It says I got 179 people here. All these people, they haven't locked in yet. You see, this one tells you who locked in. This one tells you who didn't lock in. Call from this list and say, Mary, did you know? Bob, did you know? Aisha, did you know? And get them in. Because this is going to be big. Marina, let me unshare my screen here. And Miss Vivien, hello. Look at how blessed I am today. Look at how blessed I am today to have two beautiful ladies with me on this webinar. Hey, how are you?
Doing good.
Awesome. Listen, Marina, What's going on, man? Like, is this crazy or what?
It is absolutely crazy. You know, I welcome Vivian. It's so great to see you on the
I
screen
like
here with us.
crazy.
By the way,
Um, people
Marina,
have, yeah, people have been messaging me saying that they cannot believe how lucky they've just gotten with this business. You know, it's going to go viral. I know it's without a fact, and that is the reason we have Vivian with us from London, UK. She has been an absolute dynamite leader. She every time she gets her three team members and their three, she gets onto a group call with me on WhatsApp, introduces me to them. I speak to them. She gives them a few words of encouragement. We explain exactly what they need to do. But Vivian is she's also a professor and lectures at university. So, you know, I just thought it would be awesome to hear from her. She is really doing a great job and we can all learn from her. So Vivian, over to you. Tell us a little bit about yourself, how you came across this business and why you're seeing the benefit that it's going to have, and also how you're going about it. And then also at the end, a few words of encouragement to everyone, as you always do. Over to you.
Bless you. You're too kind, Marina. Thank you so much. You're making this happen as well, if I may say, a word of gratitude, really. I think we are getting the right energy. We're working very well together. It's about that team spirit. David, you're there as well. And I think it's phenomenal, to say the least. I'm ecstatic. I'm excited. Every one of the members really that I've got on, and I know I've got a team of them on tonight, we're just on one page and we're just paying forward, we're locking it in. Pay forward, lock it in. And it's standard. And do you know what it is for me? Because it works. I have seen what you've done, David. I've got faith in you in that. We even spoke over the weekend, just yesterday. I mean, I've already given my own invitation to Canada, so if I may say, with my team. And indeed, I want to see both of you. We're, in fact, funny enough, behind the scenes, me and the team are thinking, oh gosh, we need them here maybe to come and see us either December or January for the new year here in London. We have a conference, we have an event, because we are relentless. And I must admit, what works as well is that we are in a position where we know we're not going to stop until we get our 9,000 per month. And irrespective of whoever comes in the team, I just say, you know what, until you activate that faith and then apply the action with it, they need to work together. And together as a team, we will make this happen. And I must say, I mean, yes, thank you so much for giving me the accolades about my profession. But no, I am indeed a group lead lecturer, and I can get a bit quite, educational in my approach. But really, I think at the end of the day, for me, what's working is understanding that the economical scene right now, from a world global point of view, is not what it used to be. Post the pandemic, we all know globally it has made an impact, where even coming back into the profession where I'm now able to interact with students, for example, in my profession, things have changed. From inflation, not being able to just facilitate and finish off those bills on one payslip. For me, this and for many others, I'm comfortable, I'm happy with where I am, but you can't put all your bread or beet or eggs in one basket. This now for me is working alongside my plan A. I treat it as though as much as I treat my everyday work, because until you apply every day with a target to say, I'm here, I'm going to achieve maybe my bare minimum of 3 lock-ins today or 5, work with yourself and with us as a team. Marina is quick to pick up the phone, and we're working together, really everybody as one, irrespective if you're in South Africa, if you're in Canada, if you're anywhere in Europe, here in the UK. We are one. We're a cooperative. It's not that, oh, well, I can't get through to so-and-so, I can't access. We're here to work together as a team. It should not faze you how this system works. It works. It pays. I've seen with Marina, you've withdrawn money. I've been through so many, a number of an opportunity. But one thing I want to leave this with you is this. I can count on my 10 fingers, if not less, how many times I've had an opportunity. Sometimes I've taken a chance, sometimes I've let it pass. Okay. But I'm a believer in that, in those that I took a step and I went forward with faith to see what it can do for me, I walked away with something. Either I was rewarded, the experience, the growth, some way, one way or another. When you sow seed, you will reap. Okay. So when an opportunity knocks on your door, those that seek will find. Okay. If you knock a little bit harder, the door will be open for you. When this opportunity has been put in front of you and somebody has invited you to this Zoom, all I can say is whatever you take out of this, somehow, whatever you're going to put in, you will take out. So for you, the beauty is one way or another, this will pay, because the 3x3 lock system, you don't have to go hunt across anywhere so far out to say, oh, here we go, I've heard all about this, recruit this, or whatever, or am I coming in late, or etc. There's no late, there's no early, nothing like that, because it's a community that keeps giving, because it recycles and it keeps going on. So once you finish your 3x6, you've locked one system, you're getting your monthly income. On the 28th of every month, here comes another system. You lock that system. If it's going to take you 3 months, 2 months, less, 4 months, etc., it doesn't matter. Get in there. It's not about saying, oh, the fastest win the race. It doesn't matter. Whether you're coming here at the far end, you are still going to be winning. Just stay in your lane. Be in touch with whoever has invited you tonight. Connect. Okay. And don't feel like, oh, I don't know how this works. The dashboard is confusing. What is this? What's 28? What's mogul? What's this? What's going on? Just jump in that water. Somehow you're going to float and swim. Yeah. If you apply yourself and you want to learn, you will know. So come in, learn the ropes, invite your 3, give them that opportunity to come in to say, look, I've got the faith to know that I walk by faith and not by sight. Lock that position. Yeah. And when you've locked their position, they will be like, how and why do you have faith in this? Why do you believe this can work? Clearly, you're giving this position to me. How is that? That alone will make them do what you've just done for them. I think for myself, Marina and David, what's working for our team is that when we do our 3 and we pay forward, it's setting a certain precedence for our invitees. They're thinking, okay, you've just positioned me. Okay, surely you've got faith in this. Surely you're going to make, this can work. This is paying. So I think it's creating a momentum. So yeah, once more today, the team has done well. I'm excited to grow our team here in the UK and further afield. It's global. And that's my little speech in a nutshell. So thank you so much for the opportunity, Marina, and of course, David. And quite frankly, yeah, I can't wait to meet everyone else. I'm all about membership and cooperative teams, and I just have that love of growth and knowing that when I win, I'm not winning alone. At the top, it can get a bit lonely. You want to come together as a team, okay? So that's what I'm all about. So let's go. Let's make this happen.
Wow. That was fantastic. Thank you. What a ball of energy. I absolutely love it. Everyone's loving you, by the way. Did you see all the heart emojis and celebrations? Fantastic. Thank you so much, Vivien. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you very much, Vivien. That was awesome. And folks, as you heard Vivien say, it's and you said something that actually, which we should actually use as our slogan, because we are a cooperative. And you said something that's so important, and I preach it, but I never really quite said it like that. And that is, we are one, right? We are one. In this cooperative, we are one. And it was a beautiful thing that you said there. A couple other things, just because what you said is very, very exciting, and it's electrifying, but it's actually a little better than what you said, because when you complete that, you see, when you complete your first cooperative, your first 3x6, you have, and if you just have 3, you have an opportunity of receiving $9,000 with that first 3x3 because of the bonuses and so on and so forth. But it doesn't stop, right? Another one automatically opens up for you to receive more, and when that finishes, another one opens up, and now you're, from each one of those, you're receiving. And something else that's really, really, it's super important to understand is that you don't get paid once a month. you actually get paid every day. So if you have 1,000 people join your cooperative today, you're going to get paid from 1,000 people today. If you have 2,000 that join you tomorrow, you're going to get paid from 2,000 tomorrow. If you have 500 that join the next day, you're going to get $500 every 25 from those 500 people every 28 days. So it just keeps building and building and building and building. And the income, this truly is, folks, this truly is an unlimited income. And the really wacky, crazy, beautiful, wonderful thing about it is that it doesn't stop. It's like a roller coaster that's going down a steep hill. Like, it doesn't stop. The only way you can stop it is to turn off your auto renew, which would be not the smartest thing in the world to do, right? So as long as you don't turn off your auto renew, your income doesn't stop. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And every day, because you see, because we got our own wallet, we don't have the problems that most companies have with attrition. Because when you don't have your own wallet, you have people that lose their credit cards. They forget their logins. They forget to pay, right? We don't have that problem. We have an automatic withdrawal out of your wallet. So we don't have the same type of attrition that other companies have. The only attrition that we have in this business are when people turn off their auto renew. If you don't turn off your auto renew, you're not going to have any attrition. And because you're not going to have any attrition, and because somebody, somewhere, part of your team is doing something, your income is continuing to increase. And that's a beautiful thing. Marina, what say you?
I say yes. Yeah, I remember a business in South Africa, and I was doing well, and we were getting traction, and people were, getting busy with it. But the problem was the auto renewal. They had to pay it every month,
Right.
And I said, or debit order, what have you. And I said, if only we could have it that we earning the commissions, why can't they just keep it? And, out of your commissions that you've earned, and that's what, why people lapsed and they just didn't bother anymore. But that is why I love this so much. Everything is done in your back office. People who don't even have a cryptocurrency account, or, it's not a problem, because you could I could send you money through my back office. You live next door to my member, and you can draw it and say, there you go, there's your money, or send it to them directly. There's always, different ways to get by the tricky systems that there are sometimes. It's not tricky. What I wanted before, I know you're so passionate about this, and before we sort of end the meeting, people came here for the update. So on that note, can you please explain the exchange, the processing fees as well, and then also talk about how your development team's doing, when you're expecting the compression, and when do you expect, and how long do you think that will take, and then also when do you think the dashboard will be live, and what happens when the dashboard's live?
Excellent. Great. So you asked me about 7 questions there, and I'm going to try and answer them all. Number one, my team is working right now. As a matter of fact, I'm getting messages from them, from my various tech teams right now. They are working right now. When I spoke with them earlier today during our tech meeting, they said that they believe the dashboard will be finished before the end of the week. I've also got my design team. When I was speaking with the design team, we're not going to have a full-blown website for Co-op 20 yet, but we are going to have our landing page. So it says Co-op 20, and people will be able to go there. They'll be able to register. They'll be able to log in, and they'll be able to do all that great stuff directly from the Co-op 20 website. So that'll also be up this week. So those are the 2 primary things. Now, here's the significance of the dashboard. You see, right now, all of the effort that Marina's doing, all the effort that Vivien's doing, all the effort that all of you are doing, you can't see it right now because we don't have a Co-op 20 dashboard. And we did that purposely because we want to give people an opportunity to get busy with it right now. Once the dashboard is live, you'll see your income in real time, and you'll be able to withdraw every day. So that's the primary thing that's going to happen when you see your dashboard, is you're going to see how your income grows in real time, and you'll be able to withdraw your money every day, right? And that you need your money, right? You have bills that you need to pay. So you can withdraw as much money, all of your money, or as much money as you want every day. Our emails will be going out. They'll be saying Co-op 20, as some of you have already mentioned. There are emails going out. It says Co-op Co-op business. People are getting a little confused. We understand. The Co-op 20 emails will be going out probably by the end of the week as well. They're being rewritten for Co-op 20 right now. And here's something else that I really want people to understand. And, you know, we go back and forth all the time. Should we or shouldn't we? Should we or shouldn't we? Should we or shouldn't we? And the part that we go back and forth with all the time is that we've got something called Co-op Build. Co-op Build is the #1 marketing system ever built for any business anywhere on the planet. And what Co-op Build allows you to do is that is our free system, right? Even though it's only $20 to get started, some people are still a little scared. You know, they don't want to lose their friends. They don't want to lose that $20. And we get that. We don't want people to just simply follow their friends just because they said so. You know, follow that shining, bouncing ball. We want you doing this because you know how and because you believe in the system. So we've got the free system, and the free system's not just for free people. The free system's also for us. Because when I logged into my dashboard, that was the Co-op Build dashboard that you saw, where you saw me having that almost $11 million. That's my Co-op Build dashboard. Whatever you do in Co-op Build, if you do it in the active matrix, you're going to get the exact same results. So take advantage of that system. Invite your 3 friends, invite your 20 friends, watch and see how your income is growing. Once you use the Co-op Build site and you've invited friends, call them up. Say, hey, listen, I set up a free site for you. Let's check it out. Let's see if this is for you, right? There's no pressure. There's no hype. There's no anything. Just let's see if it's for you. And if they like it, pay it forward for them and tell them to do the same for 3 or more of their friends. So we've got that's coming up. As you already know, we're already paying people every single day right now. What were the other questions? I might have missed 1 or 2 of the questions. What were the other questions, Marina?
Okay, so I was saying, how long do you, I don't know, because I'm also multitasking, so we've got the same sort of minds, you know, can't. So it was, when do you think the compression will start? And what happens when the compression starts with the new members?
Well, and yeah, great question, because I don't know whether, I already mentioned that all of these things should happen before the end of the week. So I showed you how there's, in that cooperative that I had 11,000 people. There's over 211,000 people in the entire system. So when the compression happens, we compress everybody that hasn't paid, which makes it a much smaller cooperative. It's only a paid cooperative. So if there's 1,000 people or 2,000 or 3,000 people that have paid in the cooperative, when it compresses, then that's where it begins. And the next person that comes in is going to go in the first open position underneath their team, right? So right now, if you're at, like I said, if you're number 200,000 and we compress and there's only 200 and there's only 2,000, you've leapfrogged 198,000 people. So get yourself locked in right now, because it's like being on, being on the beach, location. As Vivien said so eloquently a few moments ago, it doesn't matter whether you get started yesterday or that you got started yesterday. Doesn't matter whether you get started today. Doesn't matter whether you get started tomorrow. In the overall picture, no, because you always have an equal opportunity. But in the grand scheme of things, in the big picture right now, listen, man, get yourself get yourself locked in and secure your beachfront property right now, because there's only so many beachfront properties that are available to you. And right now you get to lock in your beachfront property, boom, right now. And by the way, let me tell you something, folks. There are things that you don't know yet, that this business is growing and is an asset. Just like your house is an asset, we're going to talk more about that later, but just like your house is an asset, and your car, if it's paid for, is an asset, and if you have gold bars, those are an asset. This business that you have is an asset that is increasing in value minute by minute, day by day, making your net worth more and more valuable. And with that business asset that you have, you will be able to do things that are going to blow your mind. You're going to be able to borrow against it. You're going to be able to stake it. You're going to be able to sell it should you choose to. I don't know why you would, but some people will. So this is a real asset. This is not just some simple home-based business that we're setting up for you. This is a real business. When you go to the government office and you spend your money, you register a business to open up a restaurant and you start putting equity into that restaurant. You put more seats, you do advertising, you're building up that business because it's an asset. The same thing is happening here. This Co-op 20 and this entire co-op ecosystem, it is a massive organization and it is a massive asset that you are going to be able to carry with you well into the future to determine what the rest of your life is going to look like. So folks, I sometimes, Marina, you see what you did, you got me started again.
That always happens. I'm not sure if you got time for a few questions which you can run through.
Sure, and by the way, let me just say this, right? So next week when we start the regular overviews, we're only going to have overviews, and then the Q&As will be on Q&A days. But because we're just getting started, many of you have questions, so we're taking questions right now. But as of next week, it'll just be a Q&A, and then there'll be, there'll be a separate Q&A, and there'll be separate overviews. Go ahead, Marina.
Sorry, the question that I had earlier for you was to go through the processing fees. I believe you had dropped it. I checked. I didn't buy any tokens because I've got. So I put in one token and it showed 688 processing fees. Now, if I had put in 3 tokens, does that price go up or is it going to stay at
no,
6?
It's still going to be 688. So if you
okay, awesome. Yeah. So guys, there you go. You can now buy your tokens through the back office using cryptocurrency, and it's only 688 processing fees. Yeah. And fund your account. But Sandra is saying that her money seems to have gotten stuck in MoonPay when she tried to pay on the Coop 20. How can I fix it?
Well, it sounds like that's a MoonPay issue, and what I'm probably guessing, because when people's money gets stuck, what I'm probably guessing that's happened is that it said pay using, for example, USDT on the ERC20 chain, but you chose USDT on the TRC20 chain. So it might be stuck in there right now. And that might be the reason why. So take a look at what you've got there and send a message through to support, because, you know, it's when people make mistakes, that money's lost, it's gone. But, you know, we know that people work very hard for their money. So when people make mistakes, we do our best to try and help them and recover those funds for them. So, take a look and see what's happening with that in MoonPay to make sure that, you know, the 2 transactions are the same, like the 2 currencies are the same, and also send a message through to support. They'll get on it and see what they can do to help you.
Okay. I'm not going to attempt the first name. Mabasil says, if I connect 12 prospects who all sign up and activate their accounts, what will be the results and benefits to my business?
Well, it means that you got 12 hungry people that are going to start growing your cooperative for you and making you a ton of money. Now, here's something to remember, right? Is that on your first level, you receive $24. If you got 12 people, it means that you filled up your first level and your second level. And by the way, if you have 12 people, use your registration key for all 12. Don't set up 3 and then give away 3 to one person, 3 to the next, and 3 to the other, because you're taking serious coin out of your pockets. Don't give people away. But when you do set up those first 3, and then you set up the next 9 on that second level, your first 3 are receiving money anyways. So it's good for them. That's how that spillover happens. And that's how you can receive funds without doing any recruiting and just being a member of our affiliate program in Co-op 20. Now, that's going to give you, I don't even know what it's going to give you, but it's going to give you like 12 times $8. So whatever that is, that's what you're going to have, which I think is $96. So you're going to have $96 from that, from registering, approximately $96 right off the jump from registering those 12 people. But don't look at it like that. You see, people make the mistake of looking at this from a micro scale. If you look at it like that, you're going to say, well, this isn't very rewarding, right? It's not what you do. It's what you get your teammates doing. You see, in one of my businesses, I had one person, and this is the absolute truth. I had one person registered 1,000 people into the business. They got money up front for registering those 1,000 people, but I also had people who registered 3 people who taught duplication. The person who registered 3 and taught duplication actually made more money than that person that registered 1,000 people. So it's not how many people you invite to the business, it's how many people you lead in the business to duplicate, because the compounding factor and the geometric progression is in the duplication, not in, you know, just inviting 1,000 people. So register 12 people, register 200 people, register 1,000 people, but make sure that those people understand that to help themselves in their own recovery, that they should be at least duplicating the process by inviting 3 or more.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you. Then I've noticed there's a lot more Indians coming in, and welcome to all of you Indian members that are joining. And a lot of them are asking, is it possible to please, I personally don't have anyone that can translate a PDF or something into Hindi. The requests that are coming in is Hindi and French, because Cameroon speaks French and a lot of Europe as well. So French and Hindi, if there's anyone that's happy to do it, please reach out to me. And, you know, we can work together to get you some information that you can translate. But I'd hate to do it on Google Translator. We'll probably be sending them to another business.
Google Translator is good.
Explaining a different business to them, I should say.
Yeah, we're going to get them translated as soon as we've locked in what the presentation is. We're going to get it translated into many languages.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. And then Pamela is saying, can you show a demo? Can you show a demo showing when you upgrade to Co-op 28 and the dollar amounts, and then upgrade to Co-op 280 and the dollar amounts, and all 3 cool matrices? Thanks. And then she asked, with your current presentation, can you finish the dollar amounts for the second Co-op 20, please?
The answer is no.
Why are you stopping there? You know, like, yeah. I think that's like, what's next? What's next?
Yeah, the answer is no and no. And the reason why the answer is no and no is we want people focusing on what we know is going to work for them and what's going to work for their teammates right now. That is Co-op 20. It's very easy to understand. It's affordable for everybody. So let's not, you know, we're eventually going to eat the whole elephant, but we don't have to eat the whole elephant in one bite. And if we start talking about Co-op 28 and Co-op 280, then people are going to start getting confused again. And we don't want to do that. And it's best to focus on the Co-op 20 right now, because the Co-op 28, the Co-op 28 and the Co-op 280 will automatically happen for you. But it's 100% best to focus on the Co-op 20 and even the Co-op 28 right now. But don't take it any farther than that, because we don't want to confuse your team. We want to excite your team and show them how things work. So let's teach people how to walk before we teach them how to run.
Okay. Jim is saying, when you lock somebody in, do they have to press a button to log in, even though you've locked them in?
Once you use the link that's there, they're automatically locked in and they don't have to do anything else. They're there. Yeah,
and also if you send a token, I've checked it with my members, the minute you assign a token to them, they are locked in and will show up in the sponsor's back office. Right. There are a few people that are saying that these OTPs that are sent now, the withdrawal system seems to have changed. So they're asking for WhatsApp numbers. Some people don't have WhatsApps. So it's putting a hindrance on them getting their withdrawal. If we can maybe minimize all the verifications in the back office.
As far as I know, WhatsApp is not mandatory unless it
Well,
changes. My
I
guys,
haven't,
my
I
guys are
haven't tried lately.
my guys have been, they're working around the clock. I got a message from somebody earlier as well saying that they were having a trouble getting their account verified, and I wasn't sure what they mean. And now somebody's saying that it's WhatsApp. I'll check to see if WhatsApp is now mandatory. If it is, obviously I'll remove it, because
And then also, yeah, the OTP. I know we had this problem a little while ago, then it was rectified, but maybe it hasn't been rectified on everyone's back office, is the OTP that sends to your mobile doesn't come through. So that
what I'm saying is that there was, dozens of people that made withdrawals yesterday, so I know that it works.
So I think there's a certain, maybe it's an area bound thing, I'm not sure, but the mobile,
it's not
getting the OTP.
And by the way, you have to choose your country, right? When you choose your phone number, make sure you choose your proper country, because if for example you live in Canada and you put your phone number in there, I think its default set is on US. You're not going to get the OTP because you're asking it to send to the US, right? So make sure that you've chosen your country as well as choosing that number. But like I said, Marina, if WhatsApp is on there, it shouldn't be. So we'll find out in the next few minutes. I don't believe it's on there, but we'll see.
Okay, thank you for looking into that. And then Yonini says, can you explain exactly what products will be available with Coop 20? Not everyone is moved solely on the money, but people like to know what they will be receiving of value.
I actually really like that question. I've had some really cool conversations with some people. And first of all, we've got some great products. They're all AI driven products. One of them be a large language model, which is like super, super cool. And then there's some other AI systems that we're putting together for your Co-op 20 membership, and that'll be ready by October or before. Now, here's something that I also want you to understand is that, Marina might like AI services. However, Vivien, she might want learning modules. Me, I might want some type of software. We're never, ever, ever going to be able to satisfy the needs from a product perspective of 100% of the people. It's just not going to happen. So for those of that, and there's going to be a lot, listen, there's going to be a ton of people that are going to be becoming members just solely for the product offering that we have. But some people, they may not like the products. But even if you don't like the products, don't let that dissuade you, because when I asked, 100% of the people said that they could use more money. So some people it'll be earn and learn, some people it'll be learn and earn. So the choice is yours.
Yeah, awesome. Peter says, I can't activate my Co-op Pay Authenticator. I have one, but I believe it's an old one. I have money in my wallet and I can't do anything with it.
It's not old. Whatever the authenticator, whatever you set up, and that's why we have it, because it secures your money. The authenticator that you set up in your wallet, the original one, if you don't remember what that is, then you have to get it reset. And the only way to get your wallet reset is to send a support question through to support from the email address that you registered with, and support will help you to get that reset, because that's the only way that can happen. For your money, but by the way, your money's there, it's still there, and it's secure. And because here's something else that's really interesting and important for everybody to understand. Because we're using stable currency, if you've got $1,000 in your wallet today, when you wake up in the morning, you're still going to have $1,000 in your wallet, because it's not based on ETH, it's not based on Tron, it's not based on Bitcoin, it's based on stable coin. So whatever money you have in there, it's staying in there, and it's going to maintain the same value.
Awesome. Anonymous, I'm not sure if you realize you're anonymous. Can we request you to give us 24 hours heads up deadline before the dashboard goes live, please? And thank you.
Well, actually, I've given you more than 24 hours heads up, right? So as I mentioned when we were speaking last week on the first webinar, is that as soon as it's ready, we're going live. So right now, I I would be operating and registering your team as if the go live button is going to happen at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, which is in at less than 2 hours from now. So as soon as it's ready, we've already been telling people, you know, get yourself locked in. As soon as it's ready, I want people to see their dashboards. I want people to have access to their funds immediately without delay. So I would take this as your 24-hour warning right now and get your team locked in, like right now.
Yeah, and believe me, I'll be on the button. I'll be checking. Everyone will know on the Telegram.
Oh yeah, by the way, speaking of being on the button, Marina is in fact on the button. Marina actually registered because she was sitting there. I guess she kept hitting refresh. I don't know. Marina actually registered 1.5 seconds after we went live with Co-op 20. So Marina, right there, Marina right there is numero uno in Co-op 20. Of course, she's got her position locked in, so she's not going to be that first position, but she was the first person to lock in Co-op 20. It blew my mind. I'm talking to my programmer. He says, we just went live. And then before he could even say we just went live, he says, oh, someone just registered. So, yeah.
That was awesome. It was a funny story.
Yeah.
And then Anonymous also saying, David, did you know that MoonPay is declining credit cards, but not debit cards? I'm not sure if anyone.
Yeah, there's and again. MoonPay is good, right? MoonPay is good, but there's a couple of things that MoonPay doesn't do that, or does do that I don't like, right? MoonPay is not the only option that you have. It's the only option we have on the site right now for credit cards. But if you got a Binance account, you can pay using a credit card. If you got a Coinbase account, you can pay using a credit card. I'm also looking at some other ones like Xcoin and Bybit and a few other ones that allow you to use a credit card and get you funds immediately. Those are going to be on the site pretty soon as well. So you're going to have more options to register using credit card, debit card from different parts of the world, because different exchanges work better in different countries. Luno, I think, is the Luno, Marina?
Yes. We use it in the UK and in South Africa. So it's
right, exactly. So Luno
Luno is very fast and efficient, actually.
And can you use a credit card, Vivien?
With Luno, it connects to your debit card, so you can literally like credit your funds easily and get it. It's I don't use a credit card. I just use the online app, right, and then I move money about.
And is it instantaneous?
And then I've got Binance. I've also got Coinbase as well. So I do have different platforms. I'm just playing around, and it's quite. What I'm telling my team is, if anything and you are stuck with anything, please don't hesitate. Contact myself. We'll take care of that. And likewise, I think with Marina, we're figuring out a way to say, look, you don't have to delay, wait another day, no 24 hours. Let's get it in. We'll get there somehow with a wallet for you. Because some people might be thinking, well, the technicalities are a bit much. No, they're not. Don't worry, it's simple.
No.
Let's get you locked in. Just go to your app line, one way or another, it can be done. Quite a few of us have already got some USDT, or we're using Wise or Luno, so it can be done. Let's get you in, and then we figure out what's behind the scene after. But yeah, Luno, to answer you, David, yeah, it's working quite well, actually, to be honest.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good to hear. So by the way, folks, so all those different methods will be online, and do what Marina's doing, do what Vivien's doing, do what Georgie's doing, do what many people are doing. Don't buy one token, buy 100, right? Or 50, or whatever you can afford, or 2,000, right? Like, buy as many tokens as you can, because that way you're ready to supply your team with the tokens when they need it, and you can do it instantaneously. And that allows you to do what I like to do: earn and then learn, right? So earn and then learn. So get your tokens, buy more than one token. Just don't just simply get one token for yourself. Think about the future, think forward, and get many tokens at one time. And that way you're also only paying one crypto fee instead of multiple crypto fees. So that's great for your team. Go
Okay.
ahead, Marina.
Can you also create a video using PayPal like you did for MoonPay, and that's only available in the US?
Right.
So,
And the reason why I can't is because even when I used the thing that hides my location, the thing that hides my location, I still couldn't do it in PayPal. So I need someone who's actually in the US to use to log in and use PayPal to buy the cryptocurrency, because I can't do it from here.
okay. Greg is asking, can people from China participate in COP20? And then I'll just add to it, are there any countries that are banned from using COP20 or participating?
Right. So the answer is yes, people from China can participate in Co-op 20. We already have a very large amount of people that are in the cooperative ecosystem. And there's not a single country on the planet that is banned. Every regulator in every country in the known universe, you're allowed to use Co-op 20 and any of our co-op businesses.
Awesome. Sabrina Smith says, if you paid forward for someone who's registered under another person in the free system, will that person you paid it forward for be under you in COP20?
No, the person, when you pay it forward for somebody, when you use that registration key, the registration key is what you use to pay the $20 forward, but that registration key is attached to the person who did the registration. So that's why we're able to pay it forward for our teammates. And that's why Marina is able to help so many people, because it doesn't matter who she's paying it forward for. When she has that registration key, it is paying it forward for that registration key in the team that they're already in.
Cool. We're almost done. Anonymous saying, can we withdraw our funds if we aren't active?
No, I believe if you're a free member, you can make money as a free member and withdraw your funds as a free member. Once you become an active member, to withdraw, you've got to be an active member.
So if you've lapsed, for example, and you're trying to withdraw, you need to activate first.
Correct.
Okay. All right. That makes sense. And also, I'm talking about activating. There are a lot of people that's coming from Co-op Crowd or Co-op 50/50 wanting to be in Co-op 20, and because they're connected with someone who is. But when they log in, it says so and so is your sponsor. Would you like to change your sponsor? And you say yes, and then put the key in of the new sponsor. That sponsor has to be active in one or both packages, actually just one at the moment in Co-op business. Because the dashboard for Co-op 20 is not live yet, you have to be active in Elite at least to move the sponsor over. So I've experienced that.
Oh, really? I didn't. I thought that I think you could. I think people can switch. Switch.
I tried it yesterday and today, and at both times it says the sponsor has to be active.
Okay, send me that message, because people should be able to join whatever team that they want. So that's news to me. So I'll send that to me, and we'll make it so that a person can join another free person.
Okay, awesome. And then yes, the recording will be available as soon as well, in a few hours, probably later today. Yes. And we'll share it.
Both you and I have access to it. So
yes, and it will be on the YouTube channel and shared on the Telegram group. Right. Exodus is a good app, you're saying. Kevin Jones says, I have a huge global community. Can I speak with David offline to schedule a private Zoom?
Yeah, put your contact details in the chat there, and Marina will get it to me, and yeah, we'll have a conversation. We'll see what we can do to get you help and get you all the help you need and get you busy with it.
Yeah, awesome. Tundi's saying, do we have an age restriction for joining the co-op?
In Canada, no. And as far as I know, there's no age restriction, because there shouldn't be any age restriction on, setting up a business. It's not like this is a lottery or something, right? So as far as I know, there's no age restriction, but different countries have different rules, different laws. So I would check from wherever you're domiciled, check the rules and regulations from wherever you live. And if for some reason where you live, it says that, a person needs to be 16 or they need to be 18 to join a business, then you can set up that business for the individual, and monitor and operate it for them until they become of age. Which brings me to something else, which is something that one of our members, Elvis, came up with a couple of weeks ago, and I absolutely love it. You see, we all love our children, right? And we want to see our children do well. And what Elvis said is that instead of us registering and then registering our children under us or our child under us, register our child first. And then we join underneath, guaranteeing an income for our children well into the future. So think about that. Register your child first, and then you register under your child. You and your husband register under your child, your other siblings, and so on and so forth. And that way, you're already building an income for your children.
Yeah, I had a pensioner do that yesterday with her children.
Yeah?
It's going to
Awesome.
work awesome.
Yeah, awesome.
And then Anonymous says, I just joined. Do you have marketing material?
Not yet, but we are working on it.
And then also from Anonymous, must we set up a business name for this program?
No, you can register under your own personal name. However, as you start making more and more money, most jurisdictions are similar to Canada as far as their tax regulations go, meaning that you're going to be taxed higher as an individual than you will be as a corporation. So as you start as your income starts to increase, you definitely want to talk to your lawyer and or accountant and find out what the best business structure is for you to set up.
Awesome. And we are done with the Q&A. Thank you so much for all your questions. The questions help us all understand the business better. Thank you, David, for your patience in taking all the questions, and a big shout out to Vivien for your words of wisdom and your encouragement. A lot of people were fired up and absolutely love and adore you. So
Yeah,
from
by the
me,
way, folks,
I'm saying
Thank you.
You're welcome. And by the way, folks,
Yeah, thank you as well, all of you. And yeah, sorry, David, I was going to say, let's get busy with it, right? That's our motto.
Exactly. And next week, we've got some new presenters that are joining the team. So we're going to have some new presenters. So it won't be my ugly mug that's doing the presenting next week. We're going to have several other people that are going to be doing it. So you'll be in for a treat next week. And moving forward, we're going to have men, we're going to have women, different nationalities and stuff like that that'll be doing the presentations, and you'll be able to get a variety. So with that being said, we do have the next webinar, which is on Thursday, same link, same time, 12 noon Eastern time. Don't come alone, bring your friends. And as I love to say, and as Vivien just said, and as Marina also says, let's get busy with it. Thank you very much, Marina. Thank you very much, Vivien. Everybody. And by the way, just one more thing. If you want to double your income right now, you and your team register just one more person. Double your income, you and your team register one new person each, you're going to double your income. So let's take that to the bank. Let's get busy with it. Thanks, everybody. Good day.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bless you all.